Good morning. Y'all can unmute. Everybody needs to unmute. Press the red microphone button or the blue button in your screen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
That's a screen marked Lizette. Your name in the screen marked Lizette. Who do we have there?
This is Michael Gallegos,
Okay.
and I'm representing Mr. Octaviano Gallegos as he is bedridden and he's unable to talk.
Okay.
Mhm.
You
And
say
my name
represent-
is Lizette.
Huh? You're Lizette.
Yes.
Okay. And then who do we have in the other screen marked Jen?
Good morning, this is Santa Fe Place.
Your name?
Jennifer Ariola.
Okay. Is this for non-payment of rent?
No, sir, it's not.
What is the cause of the eviction?
We've given the resident several lease violations because he's a threat to the community and our residents. He has a bad temper and every time he gets upset, he pulls out a firearm.
Who's he?
Mr. Michael Gallegos.
Okay.
We do have an addendum that says that they're not allowed to carry out their firearms. And he's already been given 2 lease violations for 2 different incidences.
You got to establish the dates, whatever conduct he did to violate the lease, you need to establish it.
Okay, July 7th was the first time a resident called us letting us know that he pulled out his firearm. The resident did call the police. When the police went to his apartment, he didn't open the door to them. We called him, notified him of the situation, and then he said that it wasn't true. Then another time on August 28th, 2021, a resident was walking their dog, and I guess the dog upset him, so he pulled out a firearm again in the middle of the parking lot in front of the building.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we defend that?
We object that, Your Honor.
Just a minute. I'm looking at the notice. Says you gave him notice on April 6th and his lease ended on June 21st.
Yes, sir. We gave him a notice of non-renewal.
I'm asking the questions right now. So, and the lease runs from the 21st of each month?
No, sir, the lease was from April 16, 2020 to June 21st, 2021.
Why the 21st?
Our system auto-populates it exactly the Monday following the lease term. It doesn't end on the last day of the month. It's
Okay.
usually on a Monday.
And so this was given, so this is a holdover then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Your Gallegos?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to object on those 2 incidents that she is saying that happened. One of them, I never pulled no firearm or nobody, sir. On July the 7th, I didn't even own any firearms by that time.
The fact that you did or did not pull a firearm is insignificant because your lease terminates on June 21st and they gave you more than 30 days notice that they're not going to renew it.
Yes, sir. It's because I had explained to him about my dad's situation. And
Oh,
also as well, it's been hard for us to try to look for another place, sir, because they had put a eviction notice. So every time they call, they go ahead and tell them that we've been evicted. So they don't want to accept our contract, sir.
Okay, well, I mean, when they gave you notice that your lease terminated June 21st, I mean, you realize either side can terminate the lease after the contract, right?
The difficulty here, Your Honor, is the fact that we have been looking for places since February.
You want to
The
answer my
problem-
question?
I'm sorry.
My question
Yes.
was, do you understand that after the lease term, either side can terminate the lease? with 30 days
Yes,
notice?
sir.
And they don't have to have any reason at all?
I wasn't aware of that, sir, but yes, sir.
I mean, you can say, I give 30 days notice, I'm moving out in a month. they can't force you to stay there, can they?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, they gave you notice that they don't want to renew more than 30 days in advance, which they're free to do too.
Okay, Your Honor, but I really don't like them falsely accusing me, because when the police showed up on the second incident, sir,
What difference does it make?
Okay, sorry, sir, Your Honor.
they don't
The
have
reason
rights, that's
why we haven't been able to find a place for them to move to is because of my father-in-law's situation. My father-in-law is bedridden. He got COVID in December. When he came out of the hospital after being in rehab, he lost complete mobility of himself. He's unable to talk. He's on oxygen. We got letters from his doctors. There's one on the files that I sent in, where he cannot be moved. He's in a hospital bed, and we need to find a place that we're gonna be able to accommodate both his hospital bed as well as my mother-in-law's bed. And most of the places that we looked at were not available until the middle of September or until October.
When did you
And
start
most of
looking?
the places are we've been looking since February, sir, because the way that it's here, they don't like it here. My in-laws and my fiance, I'm his fiance, they don't like it here. We live across the pool. There's a lot of disturbance. They live across the pool, sorry. There's a lot of disturbances, a lot of bad things that go on in there and stuff.
criminal
And
activities.
it affects my father-in-law as well. And we have been looking for places since February. We've gone to look. A lot of them tell us we don't know when there's going to be availability. Some don't have availability till the middle of September. Some don't have availability until October. And it's not just that. The two time this location is, in quotes, kind of set up handicap. The two times that my father-in-law was taken out of this apartment to be taken to the hospital and brought back, the EMTs and the fire department people almost dropped him. And it's so we have to find the
There's
proper
no
place for him,
handicap
because
accessory.
he cannot walk, he cannot move, he can't do any of that. You know what I mean? And really, that's been the
Letter you sent
difficulty
in.
about finding a place. We have been looking adamantly. We already had a house lined up, and they turned around and for whatever reason gave it to somebody else. They could have moved out of here at the
When did you-
beginning of the
when did
month.
you send a letter in? You said you sent something in?
Yes, sir. I sent in the stuff last week on Wednesday to the email that was provided on the docket, which is the JP1 El Paso County at gmail.com. And on the subject line, excuse me, on the subject line, I put evidentiary documents for, and then I put the hearing case, which is 121-00194. And in there, and we provided those
It's coming
documents.
from you?
Yes, sir. It's from liz314us@gmail.com. We provided the letter that his hospice care, along with his VA, because he is a disabled veteran, gave him, saying that he cannot be moved. And we can't just be moving him from place to place, you know what I mean? Because he's dying. We've already had several scares where we thought that was it. I sent several things, images, his letters, different things.
Here's the email I show. This is,
I sent it last week on Wednesday, sir, right there.
this one?
No,
This is the one I see.
no, that's not that one. There's another one that I sent last week on Wednesday, sir.
Here.
Yes, it's that one. And the Encompass letter is the one where his doctors explain that he cannot be moved. And really, that's been the difficulty about finding a place. They wanted to be out of here since before. And with COVID and everything, even a lot of apartments have told us we've shown the places, but there's no moving. There's no, people are not moving right now. And like I said, there is places available, but we also have to make sure that the ambulance and the EMTs are able to take him in, that both beds are gonna be able to fit in there. And, you know, his oxygen and everything like that. So, and they just advise him that he's getting a bigger bed, so that makes it even worse.
Okay, so this asks for an extension. This is June 15th.
Correct.
We're in August.
Yeah, we gave this letter to them, and when they gave this letter to them, it was my fiance and his sister.
Give
All
this
they
letter
said
to
is
who?
like, I'm sorry,
Gave this letter to who?
to the apartment, to Wendy,
Okay,
the other person that was in the office.
so if there was an extension, we're 2 months later, you have got an extension.
Correct, sir. But like I said, there's no availability until the middle of September or even October. And the places that we have found are not handicap accessible to him.
Well, I'm gonna-
That's really the only reason why this is keeping it for so long. They want to get out of here as soon as possible. Like I said, we had a house lined up, we paid everything, and they turned around and gave it to somebody else when they had told us that it was approved.
Okay, I'm gonna grant the eviction. The writ of possession date is the 31st of August. Need to be out on or before August 30th. You can, if you work something out with them, great. If there's something from a doctor that says he cannot move, you can present that to the court. But you haven't presented anything from a doctor, then that's from a staff.
That is from his doctors, sir, that's because he's in hospice care.
I don't believe this is from a doctor, but let's see. That's not a doctor.
Well, it was from his doctor though. They all work together. So if you need it directly from his doctor, we can get it.
Okay, so if you do receive something, you can present that, but as of right now, I'm gonna grant the eviction. How much is the rent, monthly rent?
It's $870, but they went up to $100 more for the month of July, $970.
How much is Sadiola?
The rent right now, because it is on a month-to-month fee, is $885.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, it's not $885, Your Honor. In July, they charged $970,
Yeah, well,
and we have the receipt.
Was that with utilities?
No, the only utility included is water.
Okay, okay. Any other questions?
No, so if we get the document from his doctor, do we send it into that same email, Your Honor?
Yes.
And what happens if they can't find the place by August the 30th?
All right, so you're ready to find one. Can I get your email, please?
It's liz314us@gmail.com.
We will email you each a copy of this order, okay?
Okay, and where can we go about turning around and I guess filing, I don't know if it's a lawsuit or something for wrongful accusations?
You can contact an attorney.
We can contact an attorney?
Sure.
Okay, because we're gonna go ahead and take that route then, because what she stated is wrong.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Really, you said that we had asked for.
I did.
accommodation.
I did.
He didn't care.
He doesn't care.
Didn't care. We're gonna sue him.
What happened?
said-
Hold on, don't talk.
Yeah.